Hi everyone. I wanted to show you a little bit about how to navigate through Showbie. I made a dummy account, like a student account, so that I can show you what it looks like on your end. So you're going to want to go to showbie.com. You can do .com/sign-in if you want. And I want you to sign in with Google, which means you're going to use your flyer ID. I'm just using my personal account. Okay, then on the left-hand side, you're going to see your list of classes, which is probably going to be just my class, unless other teachers are using it. So I made a test class. So for you, it would say English or mythology or whatever class. Click on that, and you get to see the class discussion is basically like the message board. So this is where I can put any announcements. So I wrote, "Hi class, hope you had a great week. Don't forget that your essays are due on January 8th. This is a pretend assignment. Don't panic about that. You can't respond to this, but this is where I will say remember your assignment is due, or I added a new thing to your assignment." Speaking of assignments, if you have any assignments, they're going to be down here. You'll notice it says the due date. Do it today at 2 p.m. Click on it. And I will generally write a little explanation about what's going on. So this is about figurative language. We're going to identify a quote from the book that demonstrates figurative language and describes how it affects the story. Use the following document, which is this. When you click on this, automatically this becomes your document. So you can now edit it however you want. You can zoom in, make it bigger. And what's cool about this is maybe I'll say highlight the main ideas, and you can actually highlight on this. You can underline, you can make a comment. So if I'm asking you to mark up the text and asking you to write stuff in the margins, you may write, "This is confusing." And then you can, oops, I actually made another one. Say you're really confused or you just think it's better to talk, you can add a voice note. So I just press record and I can just start talking and maybe ask a question that's easier to say rather than write. And then save it. Maybe you can listen. So I just press record and I can just start talking and maybe ask a question that's easier to say rather than write. Cool. All right, so since I did ask you to identify a quote from the book, let's say you are going to put your quote over here. So you need to open up a text box and then click where you want to put it. And you can write whatever quote you found from the book right in there. And then when you click off, it kind of looks like it's typed in there. You can always move it around. If you need to adjust the size, you can press the T, the big T, or the little t, make it smaller, and then there you go. So let's make that a little bit smaller. So all these changes that you made are going to be saved on your own personal document. All you have to do is click done, and all those changes are on here. That's why that little paperclip is on here. So now when I look at it, it will have all your edits. So you could basically consider that turned in. Since this says it's due at 2 p.m., that this is going to show up as locked at 2 p.m. So, you really got to get it on time or you're not even going to be able to access it. Okay, so I'm actually going to flip over to my teacher account and make some comments on this and grade it and show you what that looks like. If you have any questions on an assignment, you can always write a comment here. Say, how do I highlight? So you're really confused. And you can post it, and only I am going to see that, and I can respond to you on my account. So I'm going to flip over, and I'll come right back and show you what it looks like. Okay, so I am back into my teacher account and graded it. So now as a student, you're going to have to go back to your Showbie page, and really quickly, actually, something you're going to have to make sure you do is go up to your profile and go to notification preferences. And I want you to make sure that all of these blue email, the little mail envelopes are highlighted. That means you'll get an email when any of these things happen. The phone one is just for the app for this particular program, but you don't need the app to make this work. So I noticed earlier that I did not get an email for any of these, so I want to make sure they're all blue. It's just better safe than sorry that I get notifications for everything. Okay, great. So now hopefully I got an email that said my assignment was graded. So I'm going to go into my test class and I see, yep, I have a grade on the assignment. Oh boy, 3 out of 10. I'm going to click on it and I see the comment said it is incomplete. I also see that the teacher answered my question. Click on the highlighter shaped button on the top, and this little red thing tells me that they added to my document. So if I want to view that, I click on it. I see my teacher's icon, which is a flower. It's a little comment. I can respond to it if I want. Okay, but this is all just between me and the teacher. It's like a personal, like one-on-one messaging between me and the students. So that's basically how you would like complete an assignment. If, for example, on here, maybe I said, I created a new assignment and instead of this explanation, it said like, I want you to write me a weekly paragraph and upload a Google Doc. You could very easily upload a Google Doc. Just go to this plus button here and you can add from Drive. And so let's say it's like a weekly paragraph that you're writing for me, and you want to upload it. So you can do it separately, like on Google Drive or on Keynote or Word document, and then upload it if you'd prefer to do it that way. And then I, as a teacher, can see it. If you're like, oh crap, I forgot something, you can go back and edit it as well. But there might just be a situation where I say, I need you to make this in Google Docs, or you're going to make a presentation, and you're going to upload it. You can do the same thing with images. So if you took a photo and put it on your computer, you can upload an image of an assignment. Not a lot of people use OneDrive, but that's an option. If maybe I'll have you record a voice memo at some point, and then I'll have you upload that. That could be kind of interesting. So I hope that was helpful. And if you have any questions about how to navigate or upload something or work, make this work, you can always go into class discussion, or go into any kind of assignment and write a little comment or message me on Remind, shoot me an email, anything like that.